Here we go, guys. As promised, the home workout that Doc and I have designed. If you've got some dumbbells, fantastic. If not, get creative. We've got some laundry detergent here, basket full of washing, dumbbells, so put them out.
Oh, yeah, no, up.
Get a chair here, we do some dip, all sorts of things. So get ready. We're going to do 6 rounds, 6 different exercises. Really hurt.
Sorry,
6 different exercises.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go to curl press. What are you going to do with? I'm getting the dumbbells in. Ready?
Dumbbells, mate, because you've been standing on them for 20 minutes.
Hey.
All right.
Ready? Let's get up there. 6 reps. Let's go. Come on.
Boom.
Let's go.
Whoosh.
There it is.
And press to the sky.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And 2.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good. Come on. Yeah.
3.
3 to go.
It's all about making lots of noise when you work out.
5.
There we go.
2 more. Sure. Yep.
There we go. 5.
Come on.
And
3.
6.
Put them down.
Boom.
Put them down.
Boom.
Right, what's next? What are we doing
We're
next?
going to balance on those for 25 minutes.
Tricep extension.
Tricep extensions. Here we go.
You're going to get the heavies. What are you
You
doing?
can use them. Oh, you want to use the chair?
No, I'm going to chair. I'm showing you a way to work the tries.
Use the dumbbells.
Ready?
Here we
Get
go.
those elbows in.
Whoosh.
6 reps. Let's go.
Lock that core.
Whoosh. Come on.
And 1,
There we go.
2,
There you go.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there we go.
Squats. Pick a lower body. Let's hit some squats.
Squats.
Washing squats. Let's go.
Laundry squats, yeah.
Go on.
Here we go. Laundry detergent again. This will be the cleanest workout we've ever had. Classic. And 1.
Good jumping squats.
And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6.
Put it down. Put it down.
Good. Multi-use.
We got body weight
Piece of
core.
equipment.
And hit a bit of mountain climbers.
Mountain climbers.
Nice and slow control. Activate that core.
Love a mountain climber. Let's do this.
Okay, let's get this dumbbell out of the way.
Ready?
Cross body. You ready?
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
What are you doing?
Cross body.
I'm doing this. Little variation.
There you go. 1, 2, 3. Put it down.
Throw that in. 1.
Oh.
2.
Hey,
3.
don't show it.
4.
Don't show me up on camera.
5.
Don't show
6. A bit of bonus. Bonus work, mate. Bonus work. What else we got?
me. Tell me you're going to do that.
What else we got?
Right, finish up with 6 sit-throughs.
Sit through. It's all right.
But one left, right is 1 rep.
Okay.
We're doing 6. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
And
1.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I'll just keep going. I'll just keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. There you have it. World's greatest in-home workout.
We're going again.
Wow, look at this. This is history. To all the doctors, all the nurses, and everyone involved with the Navy, thank you. You guys are amazing. Keep up the amazing work.
Hi everyone, I hope you all are staying safe and healthy during these crazy times. I have 2 things that might lift your spirits though. Tales from the Loop, a new Amazon Prime Video show that I'm in, is premiering on April 3rd. I'm so excited about that. And Rated, our new short film that was on the festival circuit for a really long time. I was a little bit younger, but it's still a very heartfelt, funny short film that is about treating people equally. And we want to know what language you would like to get subtitled in. So just comment below and we'll try to make any language happen so that you can share and watch it, share with your friends and family, and just thank you for all your support. Thank you, and just stay safe and keep washing your hands. Bye, thank you.
Well, how are you? Look, I know it's really desolate being isolated, but it's so important at this time. And remember, you're not alone. We're all alone together. And it's very important that we stay away from other people, much as we'd like to throw our arms around each other. Anyway, I'm staying with a cat, and I'm grateful for the company, even though I'm fairly sure the cat doesn't like me very much. And I'm also pleased that I'm here in a garden, and I'm really enjoying the birds here at the moment. And if you go to Instagram, I do a very unseemly imitation of some Australian birds. So sorry about that. But I'll do one here. One of my favourite Australian birds. I'm missing my New Zealand birds, I have to say, but one of my favourite Australian birds, of course, is a kookaburra. I've made enough fool of myself for today. Anyway, stay well, one day at a time, and then we'll all be through this.
It's Sunday, it's Sunday, it's Sunday, it's Sunday! We made it. I'm going to share with you a really important recipe that I think you may need my help doing. It's quite tricky. Here we go. First, amazing bit of bread. Second, be careful. This is a really sharp knife. Come on, baby. Chop in half. Pause. Now that was probably the most strenuous part of the recipe. Next, you're going to pick up your bread. Then you're going to, ever so delicately, plop both pieces in there and just push really hard. That bit is probably going to be the hardest bit after the chopping. Just make sure that's all the way down. The next part is equally slightly tricky because when making browned bread in the toaster, you tend to be quite impatient and you keep on pressing cancel, hoping that it's going to pop back up, but it's not going to be ready and you need to wait for it to be ready. So you kind of just have to wait, really. Or make yourself another Bucks Fizz, which is what I'm going to do. So whilst we're going to wait for our browned bread in the toaster, some other people call it toast, but it's always best to be extra fancy in these scenarios. You're just going to do, I'd say, an inch of orange juice. Is that an inch? And then you're just going to plop that in there. And we're good to go. More waiting. It's great. Check on my toast. The crucial part of this recipe that I got taught very early on from my father is that there's no point in having a good piece of toast unless you've got good butter with it too. So today I've just got some lightly salted butter. I like it preferably a bit cold so that when it goes on the toast it melts, but it's also still a bit cold. Lots of layers in this. So my toast just, my browned bread in the toaster just popped. And I don't mind that. I mean, because it's sourdough, I think I should probably go with that. So my cold salted butter, I was already feeling fancy and I started slicing it. I'm just gonna literally lather it on everywhere. I'm a big butter fan. If you're not, then close your eyes because it's going to get way worse. Just smother that all over it. Come here, butter. I used to actually make it so that it was dripping. That's how much butter there would be on it. Gotta love the butter. Okay. Am I going to use the whole chunk? Maybe. We don't know. We'll see how buttery it is. So, because I'm a Brit, I'm obviously going to use some Marmite. Now, people have the wrong idea with Marmite. Marmite, I personally don't think, it's not like a thick Nutella spread. It's a seasoning, essentially. So you're just going to basically do like a spider's web. That's how I was taught when I was younger. All over the piece. So it's not too overwhelming. Obviously, if you like loads of Marmite, then go crazy, kids. But for the newbies, just a slight smush. Funny thing is that I already ate the other piece. Well, I didn't. There's probably one bite left, but it doesn't look great to put on my final, dish look. So this is my browned bread in the toaster with just some butter and some Marmite, and paired with lovely Bucks Fizz. Happy Sunday, everyone. Cheers. Go make some toast. And I'll see you tomorrow for a cooking video, an actual one.
We are participating in the Brothers Trust Puzzle Wars. This is us. This is what we've done so far. There, that's my sister, Calliope, and that's my mum, Kate. I'm not very good at puzzles, so I'm just watching. Did it?
No.
Hi, I'm Zoe Saldana, and I'm going to be taking over the B-Side page and sharing with you some of the things that my family and I have been doing to stay sane, safe, and healthy during this quarantine. I'll also be answering any of your questions, so just, type your questions on that little sticker that says, ask me anything. Anyway, talk soon. Toys in the back. My life. Hi. So what inspired Visa was after I became a mother, I realized that my American experience was, though it was wonderful, it relied a lot on me feeling very othered, like an outsider, and when my boys were born, I wanted them to, by the time they're old enough to have reference, or look for information or content, in the ether of digital media and also traditional media, I wanted them to see more reflections of themselves as Americans so that they won't have to feel so tired and invisible and othered. So I hope it makes sense. I just want to make sure that I'm helping my country grow in terms of the representation that it needs to have in media, so it can really reflect what the people look like today. Actually, that's a really good question. How do I deal with not being American enough and my Latinidad? When I was growing up, I felt like I always had to choose, and I felt like I was living like a parallel life where in the outside world I was American, and as soon as I would come home or to my neighborhood in Queens or to my community, wherever I was, I felt like I had to put on this front. And the reality is that decisions were made before I came to migrate. And I was born in a nation that is what I know. It's the culture that I've also, have assimilated to and blended it with the culture that has already existed in my ancestry. So I am proud of my 200%, and it is no longer about whether or not others, like my family, think that I'm being Latin enough or that Americans out there in the world think that I'm not American enough. It's about me knowing that I am a double bonus, because I have two cultures that are blended into one person, and at any given time I can take from each and every one of these cultures to help me make better decisions, give me better opportunities. So it is no longer about another person's acceptance of what they think I am enough of. I know that I am more than enough of all that I am. Thank you so much for today. It was wonderful actually getting to connect with you guys, and I hope you guys are chilling. Now I gotta go make dinner. Bye everybody. God bless you all. Bye.
This is going to be part 2 of you sending in questions that I will answer. So let's have them. I don't think I'll be involved in another creed. I'm very happy with the way Rocky moved on. The next couple of films, I'm not sure. We have Samaritan coming out. Maybe investigate Expendables. Yes, I'm working on a few paintings right now. Usually I work on 3 or 4 at the same time because they continue to change. They continue to evolve. I'll post the new ones pretty soon. I tell my daughters that it's a rough world out there, and it's very important to be true to themselves first and be very, very faithful to the ones that love them, because they're always going to be there for them when times get rough, and they will get rough. That always be true to your friends. The hardest Rocky fight, they were all difficult, but the one that caused the most damage was the one in Rocky IV with Dolph Lundgren. Ouch. I can still feel the punches. I think that some people are just born happy and some people have to work at happiness, and it does take a little bit of effort. Some days you're up, some days you're down, but the most important thing is to be happy. So it's a constant quest. So keep punching. This generation becomes more intellectually challenging, so I think you have to find out what you really want. You can't waste time. Be very, very competitive, focused, and aggressive. It's like a heavyweight title fight. You have to get in there, punch, and take it all. Bodybuilding hasn't changed that much. You just have to be more careful with what you do. What kind of stress you put on the joints, the workload. I think a higher repetitions and less weights as you get older is the smart way to go. And that's what I do. And I'm feeling pretty good. You have to be strong and battle back. It doesn't matter what they think. Of course they're not going to agree with you. That's human nature. Human nature is to say no and dissuade people from following their dreams. You just have to ignore them and go after it. Pride, just pride. That's it. Pride in yourself and making the people around you proud. Perhaps you need to support them. That's your motivation. Whatever it is, get out there and go after it. Rambo 4 is my favorite. It had been 20 years between films, and I thought this was a hell of a challenge. And when I wrote and directed, I thought this is going to be make or break, and I'm very, very happy with the results. It's probably the best action film I ever did.
Hey, I'm Clark, talking to you from ISO. Maybe you're an ISO too. Trying to figure out what you can do to help the people fighting this fight for us. Well, I've got an idea. I just signed up for Cameo. I will send a message to your friend, your loved one, maybe an enemy. I'm pretty flexible because every dime I make will go to the Frontline Responders Fund. The link to the Cameo is in my bio. Let's do something good.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored and I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house.
I sit alone inside this goddamn house, yeah. A place where no one follows me, 'cause I'm quarantined.
Photo of one of my favorite days. This is the day that I surprised my parents with a Jaguar, so thank you Jaguar Canada for that. We had a film crew following us. My parents were under the impression that it was just a behind the scenes. This is Riley, our director, who storyboarded the whole thing, figured out what shots he needed, and also kind of planned out the big reveal. It's Jason, my best friend. It's me, my dad, my mom. Good day. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Sorry, that's a Tiger King reference. We're having a little virtual pre-party for the season finale of Kim's Convenience. March 31st, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, which means 4 to 5 Western, and in Australian, it's like the next day at 10 a.m., which I will be there for. So tune in, go to the Kim's Convenience Facebook group at that time, and I'll see you there. Bye. Also, if you're not in Canada, Kim's Convenience Season 4 will premiere on Netflix in the US and in other select countries on April 1st, and then we'll roll out to other countries around the world. So yeah, check us out, and I'll see you at the watch party.
Hey guys, it's Josh Brolin. I hope you're all well today. I'm going to get into skincare routine this morning for anybody who's interested. So first off, I mean, during this quarantine and all that, and what to do when you're quarantined for your skin to make sure that it's healthy. First of all, drink some coffee, then take a good book, like Raymond Carver here, and just hit that side and that side of your face, and then if you need any exfoliation or whatever around your forehead area, just hit that sucker. And then take your hands after you've washed them, please, and just rub like this, as such as you can just kind of rest your hand on your head like that and think whatever thoughts you want. And then take some nicotine tablets, open them up, dump one in your palm, and then without too much force, you can just kind of pop it in your mouth. Suck on that for a while. You get a little bit of a rush, but it keeps you from smoking, which is a good thing. And then by the end of it, just take your shirt, washed shirt, and just run it down your face like that. Sniff, clear your throat, and it's pretty quick. Just after that, you just get on with your day. I hope everybody's well. I hope that helped. And if you need anything else, just, I don't know, just fucking DM me or something. Okay? Everybody have a great day.